Hello and welcome everyone to our forecast of Microsoft's 2023 net income. Today we're going to show you how we estimated Microsoft's 2023 net income at $86 billion. The model we used follows the standard form of an income statement that is generally accepted for financial reporting purposes, where we start with revenue, then deduct direct costs for cost of goods sold to arrive at gross profit. We then deduct indirect costs of research and development, sales and marketing, general and administrative, and impairment and restructuring costs to arrive at operating income. We then add non-operating income and taxes to arrive at net income. We took this generally accepted form of an income statement and presented on the left side in short form with abbreviations for cost of goods sold, research and development, sales and marketing, general and administrative, and impairment, integration, and restructuring charges. We then estimate figures for each of these line items as of 2023, starting with revenue. Our estimate of Microsoft's 2023 revenue is $234 billion, which is noted with the gray arrow to the right of the first line in the table. We formed this opinion considering that 1. Microsoft has spent increasing amounts of funds on research and development to develop products which will drive future revenue, and 2. It has experienced an overall positive revenue growth rate over the last 10 years. We've accordingly assumed that Microsoft's revenue will grow by 18% between 2022 and 2023, which equates to $234 billion in 2023. Second, we estimated Microsoft's cost of goods sold for 2023. We did this by looking at Microsoft's historical trend in cost of goods sold as a percentage of revenue. We assumed that Microsoft's 2023 cost of goods sold percentage would be equal to its average percentage between 2020 and 2022, which is 32%. So, $234 billion in estimated revenue multiplied by 32% results in an estimated cost of goods sold of $74 billion. Third, we estimated Microsoft's gross profit for 2023, which is simply arithmetic, where $234 billion in revenue less $74 billion in cost of goods sold results in $160 billion of gross profit in 2023. Fourth, we estimated Microsoft's research and development expense. We did this by looking at Microsoft's historical trend in research and development expense as a percentage of revenue, where we found that they'd historically held this expense at between 12 and 13% of revenue, and we concluded 13% for 2023. So, $234 billion in revenue multiplied by 13% results in an estimated research and development expense of $31 billion in 2023. Fifth, we estimated Microsoft's 2023 sales and marketing expense. We did this by looking at their historical trend in sales and marketing as a percentage of revenue, where we found that they've reduced this expense from 20% in 2013 to 11% in 2022. We've accordingly concluded this expense would further decline to 10% in 2023. So, $234 billion of revenue multiplied by 10% results in an estimated sales and marketing expense of $23 billion in 2023. 6. We estimated Microsoft's 2023 general and administrative expense. We did this by looking at their historical trend in general and administrative expense as a percentage of revenue, where we found that they've reduced this expense from 6% in 2013 to 3% in 2021, and then held it flat at 3% again in 2022. We've accordingly concluded that it would be 3% again in 2023. So, $234 billion in revenue multiplied by 3% results in an estimated general and administrative expense of $7 billion in 2023. Seventh, Microsoft had a $10 billion impairment charge on its acquisition of Nokia's phone business in 2015. Since then, there's been no recent impairment, integration, and restructuring charges, and we do not expect any further such charges in 2023. Eighth, we estimated Microsoft's operating income for 2023, which is simple arithmetic where $160 billion in gross profit, less $31 billion in research and development expense, $23 billion in sales and marketing expense, and $7 billion in general administrative expense results in $99 billion of operating income in 2023. Ninth, we estimated Microsoft's other income by reviewing historical trends and discovering that there's been historically immaterial amount of expense over the last 10 years. We've accordingly estimated 2023 to be equal to 2022, which is negligible and rounds to $0 on the slide. 10th, we estimated Microsoft's tax by looking at its historical trend of its income tax provision as a percentage of its operating income, and found that after 2008, this rate ranged from 10% to 17%. We've accordingly assumed that Microsoft's 2023 tax rate will be an average of the 2019 to 2022 rate, which is 14%. So, $99 billion in operating income multiplied by 14% equals $13 billion in tax. Finally, we estimated Microsoft's net income for 2023, which is simply arithmetic where $99 billion in operating income less $13 billion for tax results in $86 billion of net income for 2023. So there you have it. We've now explained to you how we forecasted an estimate of Microsoft's 2023 net income. In a following presentation, we'll explain how we forecast Microsoft's 2023 stock price using this estimate of net income. So our recommendation is to buy Microsoft stock and enjoy the potential of the company earning $86 billion in net income in 2023. Thank you, and please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Please also pause this presentation and review the disclaimer before you acquire any stock.